So let me see today a very interesting topic, inserting CSS. Inserting CSS, we have three categories of inserting the CSS. Like as we discussed earlier also, the three categories of inserting CSS are here. So why we required inserting HTML with the CSS is with the help of the CSS selector. So CSS selectors, we have different types of like ID selector, class selector, child selector, adjacent selector, all different types of query all such type of selectors are there. With the help of that selectors, now we want to be add to the HTML element. Now previous topic talks about how to create a style. Now this topic talks about how we can add that style to our HTML page. That is the concept main objective. So CSS can be added to HTML. That is nothing but inserting CSS into HTML. In three ways it can be do. In totally three ways it can be take care of this. So the three ways are, the first one, inline. So inline, with the help of style attribute, we can use it like style equal to. Within the tag, HTML tag, we can use this style attribute. With the help of that style attribute, you can use in the HTML elements. That is inline. Second one, internal. So this internal we can use with the starting style tag and ending tag, ending style tag. This style tags can be used in head section. In between the head section, we are adding this style between that style starting and ending tag. It will be displayed over there. The third one is external. So in external, it is going to be talk about. In external, we are going to save that style as in a separate .css file. Separate .css file, and we are connecting. We are connecting. We are connecting that. We are connecting that CSS file to our HTML, right? So that is about the external. External in the sense directly we are going to be adding. Directly we are going to be adding our CSS file into our HTML by using the link tag. So let me see one by one how we are going to be adding inline, internal, external. So inline means with the style attribute. Internal means with the style element that also be inserted in between the head section. External means separately we are saving that style file as a .css, file name .css, and that file name .css file will be linked in our HTML file with the help of link tag. Okay. Now let me see one after the other. So coming to the first one, inline styles. So inline styles can be used a unique style. It is going to using as a unique style means is a single style. Now how we can use this? See, for example, this is a paragraph. So in the paragraph, we are using a style is a attribute, style attribute. Inside the style attribute, the rest of the thing is same. Only what we are changing, only we are changing as per the syntax of CSS is what? Selector followed by declaration. If you are using inline or if you are using maybe the internal or external, declaration is common. Only the thing is it will change the way of your adding. So here style equal to, the rest of the thing is a declarations. See how many declarations are there here? This is first declaration, D1, declaration 1. This is second declaration because each declaration is separated with semicolon, right? So what are the properties here? Color is the property, and what is the value? Blue is the value for this property color. So this is a value for this. And the second declaration, what is the property? Margin left. And what is the value? This is 20 pixel is the value for that. Now this, what type of properties for color, what type of properties for font, what type of properties for background, properties for text, all will be learned in upcoming topics. So don't be confused that how I know what are the different properties are there, because we have different categories of things we need to apply for the text. Like we apply some property for the text, we can apply for font, we can apply for the background, we can apply for the tables, or we can apply for normal hyperlinks, positionings, layers, all such type of topics will upcoming. We'll see what are the different properties for different categories. Okay. So P style equal to color. Now here body, in this see the example, body style equal to background color yellow. So background color is a property, yellow is the value for this. Now H2, in the H2 tag again we are using this style equal to color, background color is red. Again in paragraph style background color is green. Like this we can use the inline style for any number of tags. Within the tags, with the help of style attributes, if you are using, then that type of styles is called as inline styles. Okay, see the output of this program. Now the body totally what the color you have set it, yellow. The body, this is yellow. And the H2, that is this is heading. The heading is color is red. Right. Now this is a paragraph. So what is the color? Green. Okay. So like this we can apply different styles for that. Next, coming to the second part, before going to the second part, let me see some of the like as I said you, the font, the color, the size. We'll discuss in detail about in upcoming concept. For time being, let me understand this. So HTML style examples for font, color, size. Let me see. Font family is there for font, color, font size, properties are there. See, for example, style equal to font family. Font family, we have different font families. Times New Roman, Vardhana, Bahamas, all. Font hyphen family is the property here. And Vardhana, Times New Roman or Bahamas is such type of values for this. And font family here, Arial. And the color you can use, the color is red. Font size. Font size is another property. Font hyphen size is another property. For this is a value. So 20 pixel, we can use 20%, 30%. In the form of different dimensions we can use this, that we'll discuss in upcoming topics. Okay, so text alignment. For text properties also be there. For text properties, see text align, text hyphen align. Text hyphen align is center. This is also we can use for text properties. Right. So these are some of the examples for this. See, if you are applying for this, Vardhana, a heading. So a paragraph, the font size is 20, color is red and Arial. Right. And for this center align, this is the H1. So center align, the text is center, that is output. Now like this, we have different hierarchies of the elements which can inherit by one another. Inheritance is nothing but the properties, whatever we are discussing just now for inline, it will be inherited. Like see the paragraph H1, H2, H3, all are going to be inherited. We can also apply the properties for background. We can apply for text. We can apply for normal fonts, maybe for font family, font size, background color, any. These are the different properties are available for each categories. For text category, font category, background category. Like this, for different categories, different properties are there. For each property, different values are there. Right. So make a note here that text related and list related properties are inherited. Inherited means like font size, font family, line height, text align, list style, all going to be inheriting. Inheriting means already you learn. Acquiring the properties by parent by child. So font is the root, font family is the child. So font family, like it is going to be acquiring the properties of the another child. So font is the parent and font family is the child. But remember, box related and positioning styles are not inherited. Example, anchor, when you are making any hyperlinks for anything, if you are making any hyperlinks for this, so once you created hyperlink, the color will be fixed. If you observe carefully, the color will be fixed for any hyperlinks. We can't inherit that. We can't change the colors of that hyperlinks. Hope if you want, you can check it out. Right? By default, the color will be decided. So some blue color will become by default. So once you want to change to red color, it will not be changed. For the anchor, anchor means what? A hyperlinks, right? So box and positioning styles will not be inherited. Coming to the second one, internal. So in this internal style sheet, inside this internal style sheet, here in this internal style sheet, we are having a sheet can be used if one single document is a one single document. In the sense, the difference between the style inline and internal is inline can be used within for a particular tag. Internal we can use when you want to write multiple styles when you want to represent. then you can use internal. So it can be used if one single document has unique styles. Internal styles can be defined in head section. Already had discussed that. We had to define in head section. So how to represent internal style? With the help of starting and ending style tag. So this is the starting style and this is the ending style tag. So where we are going to representing this? In between head, starting head and ending head. So starting head and ending head, we are representing internal. So this is how we can represent internal styles. But what is the difference between the previous inline and this internal means? Inline can be used for a specific element. Now here we are using body, H1, H2, paragraph, like this, any number of multiple tags we can apply automatically. No need to every time specify in the H1. Wherever H1 is there, automatically color is red. Wherever H2 tag you are using, the color is blue. Wherever you are using paragraph, the color is green. Not only for previous one, it's a for single tag, it will applicable. If you want to apply the same style for the same type of tags, then you can use internal style sheet. So whenever applying H1, automatically color is red. H2 paragraph, like this, the colors will applicable, right? So how you are representing between the style starting and ending tag is, again this is called as, again this is syntax of CSS. Selector followed by declaration. What is the selector here? Body is a selector, and what is the declaration? How you are representing declaration? Open braces and close braces. So inside that we have declarations. So H1 is a selector. This is declaration. H2 is selector. Color blue is a declaration. Paragraph is a selector. Color green is a declaration. Like this we can apply. So see the output. The first one is a red H1. Next is a blue. Next is green. Right. So these are the three different tags. Now, if you have focus under this, if you focus, multiple styles can be cascaded into one. Inside an HTML, you can use like this. This is one example. Head, whatever we have just now see, we have seen this also. Inside an HTML, you can use inline. Inside the head section, you are using internal. In an external CSS, you can use external styles. Okay, this is one example for your better understanding. Now here also you can use multiple declaration as well. In H1, how many? Color is orange, text align is center. In paragraph, font family is Times New Roman, font size is 20 pixels. Okay, coming to the external. External style sheet, the third one. External style sheet is an ideal when we are going to apply to as external. As external means we are going to be making outside, from the outside. Now how we can we use this? We have a tag called as link tag. Now this external also you are going to using within the head also. So within the head, instead of mentioning within the style, whatever you have written in this, here you have written, right? Here you have written this style from here to here, right? So this part up to from this starting style to ending style, what we will do, you will save this program as .css file. Say for example, mystyle.css. So that total style, and you save that program, and you are linking that program to this current program. How you are linking is with the help of link tag. Link, this is relation, that is what type of relation it is, a style sheet. What type of type is text or CSS means it is a CSS. href, like we are going to how the references, src for images, href we are going to using for anchor tags. So you are linking the hyperlink. So href attribute you are using equal to, if it is a relative path, you can use mystyle.css. If it is absolute path, mention the entire path for absolute path. href equal to mystyle.css. Like this, we can link our CSS file as an external with the help of link tag. And don't forget that how you are writing the .css file is whatever you are writing in internal, that is starting with the style and ending with the style. Just that part you will be save in a notepad and save as the file name .css. That file you can use in the attribute href and in the tag link. That's how we can be do it, right? Clear about this one? So we have discussed in the internal inserting CSS into HTML in three ways. One is inline with the help of style attribute. Second one is the internal with the help of style element. That style element we are going to using in head section. Third one is external. We need to save the file as .css, file name .css, and we'll link that document to the HTML document with the help of link tag under in the link tag we have a href attribute. By that we are mentioning the path. That's about the adding of CSS to the HTML, or also called as inserting CSS into HTML.